I found it very useful to look at the learning support delivery model in this module, as, to be honest with you, I hadn't actually looked at it before. And when I was looking at it, I wanted to relate it back to He Pikorua so that it was easier for me to understand, and where I could see the connection of the learning support delivery model and how they have then made He Pikorua and how it is included in that. So I made a chart for myself with the 6 different key elements from the learning support model, and then how they related to He Pikorua. So, for instance, with family and whānau connection, I thought about whakawhanaunitanga, which is obviously throughout He Pikorua. It's woven throughout, as we're constantly in contact with family, in contact with the whānau, in contact with the school, making sure that we are keeping everybody informed and getting everybody's opinions and ideas. Then I looked at the next element, which was one plan, to have one plan that everybody collaboratively works on, and that made me relate it back to the tātai phase of He Pikorua, where we collaboratively plan with all stakeholders so that we can get everybody's different ideas and opinions and perspectives, and also input from other agencies that may be involved, obviously with consent from the family. But I'm thinking of a recent case of mine where we had the speech language therapist, the EIT, the principal, the DP, the learning support coordinator, mum, and me, and just the ideas that I got from everybody else and what they had noticed and what they had like techniques and strategies that they had used with this child was just really effective. And then I thought about, well, that also just brings me straight back into the next one, which is working together, which is collaboration is the most integral part, I think, of working with everybody that's involved. I mean, even at work, but the collaboration is, I think, the key for the He Pikorua process to be truly effective, because we need to gather the different perspectives of everybody. When we collaborate with others, we get different skill sets from different people, we get different ideas and expertise. So I found that interesting. And then I moved to the more flexibility, which brings me to the principle of evidence, that we need to have evidence-informed practice when we are engaging in the He Pikorua process. But I think that's what I really like about He Pikorua, is the flexibility of being able to go back and forth, or not even back and forth, like from here to, tātai to, straight to a celebration, or, something's happened when we're speaking, when we're having whakawhanaunitanga with people, and then we can have a celebration about that, and like the mana motu hoki sort of stage. So I really like the flexibility of He Pikorua for that. And then the next one I brought it back to was better facilitation, which aligns with the principle of strength-based practice in He Pikorua, using the strengths of everybody involved, and then being able to make collaborative decisions based on based on strengths, the strengths of the child, or the strengths of the teacher, or the strengths of the school, which I also find can be a really, having the strength-based practice has made it as can really calm and ease people when you're having meetings as well, because we come from such a strength-based approach that sometimes teachers can be heightened, and they can come with some negative thoughts on children, or some deficit thinking. But when we come from that strength-based approach, we're really pulling out the strengths of that child and targeting that that area, and that's where we can see some big changes. And then the last one was sharing data, which for me was thinking about the kohikoi phase of He Pikorua, where we're gathering information, we're trying to deepen our understanding. I guess that would also be the ata whakaaro phase as well. Now I'm thinking of it, because that's also where we're data gathering. So that would be both, actually. Now I'm thinking of it. But obviously this should last throughout the entire He Pikorua process. So yeah, I just thought it was interesting to get the learning support delivery model, the 6 elements, and think about it in terms of He Pikorua and how that fits, and just to see how it's woven together. I thought that that was helpful for me.